Welcome to Where They Wander. We are Kat and Kev and we travel full-time around the United States in our grand design Imagine.
Let's go out where we wanted the day.
When we left you last, we were in Geyser National Park.
We are here in Yellowstone. Kevin was really smart because he asked the lady, we're going in the park today, what should we do first? We're thinking of heading to Old Faithful. It is 7:30 and she said every single person coming into the park right now is doing the exact same thing. We're going to take her advice. She said go 14 miles. Now we've come in at West Yellowstone. So she said 14 miles to the first intersection, take a left and do the lower loop clockwise. She said everyone's going to be doing it anti-clockwise, so if you go clockwise there'll be less people, and then she said later on in the afternoon is when you should go to see Old Faithful because you'll see the water much better.
If you're not one of our subscribers yet, please hit that subscribe button.
Our first stop of the day is Gibbons Falls. You have to drive past the falls in order to be able to park, and then you walk out to a vantage point.
We've made it to this first falls. What do you think, Kat?
Gibbon Falls, beautiful. Like a bridal falls all over again. How many bridal falls have we seen on this tour so far? We just passed the Beryl Geyser and now we've crossed over the Gibbon River. We thought it was the Madison River, but it's not. So we've crossed over the Gibbon River and there's some geysers here, so we're gonna have see if we can go get some photos.
There's these steam vents right along the road up there, but there's no place to stop, so we're stopping over here. And you can see across here, the same kind of vents. They're just like a little round hole and steam coming right out of them.
That was the Gibbon Meadows, and now we are going to Artists Mud Pots.
Where the sun paints the sea. We'll leave it all behind. We'll run into the light. Where the sun paints the sea.
As you can see, this is warm water and it's about 45 or 40 degrees out here, so the steam is coming off. Looks like maybe springs are coming down the hill right there. There's a lot of mud pots around here and all these different colors too. Look at that kind of orange color.
And greens and stuff.
So let's continue down the path and see what we find. We've made it to this overlook right here, overlooking all of this beautiful area with the blood geyser down below. We're going to continue on up this trail and up around and see where it goes. Here we go.
Where the sun paints the sea.
We're approaching the mud pot and you can hear it now and see all the steam, well, condensation coming out of it. This one's called Blood Geyser.
All we need is you and me.
You can see why it's called the Blood Geyser. Look how red it is down there.
As we walk up the boardwalk here, we can see this other pool right here. And you think, wow, that looks just like my jacuzzi. I'd like to go in there, but I don't think it's a good idea today.
Or any day for that matter. That's a bad idea.
It might be just too hot to soak in.
Where the tide pulls our fears to the deep. Where the sun paints the sea.
This trail takes you right up on the hillside where all these little vents are coming out. As you can see right here how close you get. And they all have just a little trickle of water coming down, which causes these different colors everywhere. We made it to the top up here, and the boardwalk takes you very close to these mud pots. Let's hear what they sound like. You can hear them really well over here because you get so close. And then Kat's over here. She wants me to come take a look at another one.
Oh, that is boiling hot steam. You want to warm your hands up? That is hot steam. Go check it out. I mean, it's not going to burn you. I wouldn't tell you to do it if it was going to burn you, but it's definitely hot.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, don't be such a wimp. I put my hands all the way down
I can feel it from there.
Crazy,
yeah,
huh?
Whoa, that's hot.
This is like, I mean, obviously it's boiling water, or else it wouldn't be making steam, but you don't think about that when you're out in his 40 degrees heat out here. It might be a little warmer now. Come do it with me. Come here. Ready? You're gonna put your hand in? Okay, right, here you go. Here you go. We'll do it together. Here you go. Put your hand in. What? Oh, there it is. It's good, huh? Knew you'd like that.
The hydrothermal system at Artist Paint Point operates somewhat like a double boiler in your kitchen. Just as the bottom pot of the double boiler holds the boiling water, underneath the ground here is a hot water system with hot acidic steam. This superheated acidic steam heats the ground above it, causing the rocks to dissolve into clay. Even though the mud pots are extremely hot, the bubbles that you see are caused by steam and carbon dioxide gases, not heat.
All we need is you and me, and we'll be free. We'll leave it all behind. We'll run into the night where the sun paints the sea.
This place is pretty amazing. That was well worth a walk around this beautiful artist pots. Painter's pots, I mean. A lot of little geysers, a lot of pools, a lot of steam vents.
Beautiful colours, the reds and the blues. What amazes me is that the high sulfur in these vents and so on, and or is it just in the steam? Because all these plants grow in it okay. Might have been dumb, is it just in the steam?
What is deep? Come with me. All we need is you and me, and we'll be free.
We are at the Visitor Center and Museum, or Visitor Information Center, sorry, and Museum. And this is telling you about the geysers in the area. This has the world's tallest active geyser. So we're gonna go see if we can see it going on.
This is called the Ledge Geyser, and the difference between a geyser and a mud pot is molten rock which has gases bubbling out of it, and a geyser expels water and steam. Yes, we did just go to the information center. Look how clear that water is though.
Yeah, you could see right down to the bottom there. But the smell,
I don't smell anything.
this one's pretty strong right here. So there's the geyser we were standing by a minute ago. He's over there firing off. Very beautiful.
Where the stars shine as far as we can see, where the sun paints the sea.
It's the different colors determine the heat level of the water. Certain organisms or the algae that grow in the cooler water are one color, and the hotter water they're a different color.
All we need is you and me, and we'll be free. We'll leave it all behind. We'll run into the night where the sun paints the sea.
they have a fumarole here. Now, a geyser operates under pressure and shoots out water and then steam. A fumarole only shoots out steam, and this one is called the Forgotten Fumarole. Oh, I hope I'm saying that, fumarole. I don't know why it's forgotten, it's kind of cool. Most loops we try to do counterclockwise because generally you only see people coming the other way and you don't end up in a long line of people. Yeah, it smells like sulfur, but not like super bad. Oh, there it goes, gosh. Not the most pleasant of smells. I suppose I should say I'm not sorry I lost my sense of smell, but... And this is the Minute Geyser.
Tucked away in the Norris Geyser Basin is the Steamboat Geyser, the world's tallest active geyser. Its major eruptions shoot water up more than 300 feet. Only geysers in New Zealand has rocketed to a greater heights, but not in more than 100 years.
Its last major eruption was June 22nd, 2022. This is the Emerald Spring, and its secret is sulfur. A hot spring's colour often indicates the presence of minerals. In a clear blue pool, the water is absorbing all colour of sunlight except one, blue, which is reflected back. Here in the Emerald Springs pool, another factor joins in with light refraction to give this spring its colour.
The 27-foot deep pool is lined with yellow sulfur deposits. The yellow color from the sulfur combines with the reflected blue light, making the hot springs appear a magnificent emerald green.
Like with any national park, this is why we came into the park this morning at 7 o'clock, because it's only 11:45 right now and we're heading home. We've been out of the house probably, by the time we get back, it'll be about 5 hours. Another great advantage of finishing early in the park is that when you come back to the campground, there's nobody here because they're all at the park. So we got to the park around 7 o'clock this morning, and we were done out of the park by 11:30, quarter to 12, went and had some lunch, and now we're back here and there's no cars, there's no people.
Join us next week for day 2 in Yellowstone when we finally get to see Old Faithful. Until then, we'll see you on the trail.